Okay, we are going to go through file organization. So if you don't know how to make files, whenever I started out, I was just doing like, here's our username, right? If I can go to, here's our user. I was just doing January to December all through here. I wasn't making like monthly files and getting organized. So I'll show you how to do that. Okay, we're gonna say new case file. So this is our new, like all these little like briefcases. Okay, we're gonna make this. So right now I'm in July to September. I like to do something like that. You can make one every month. I just don't like I like to see everything, so I don't want to get too big. Okay, so I'll make September, October through December. November, December, yeah. I like to do it by years too, so. And I'm going to say 26, and I'm going to hit enter. Okay, so we have a new case file made. Obviously, we have no jobs in it. So if I was going to make a new job in it, I'm just going to do new text file, say I'm making a job for today. So the way I label my jobs, I do it by the date. 7/30/26 is today's date, and then I do it by the last name of the party. So say there's two party, say Johnson and Brown. I would do like that. If it's just Johnson, State versus Johnson, I would just say Johnson. Okay, we're gonna open. So we've created our new file. Let me get my, I'll translate this. So if I want to, I made that beforehand. My machine is not hooked up, but now I'm going to hook my machine up. So I'm going to select what we just created. That was this October to December, and now I'm going to click this file, this job file that I just made. We're going to push append because I do not want to overwrite. If you push overwrite, whatever is on your machine will, I don't exactly remember what overwrite does, but it's nothing good. So we're going to push append, but if you do that, whatever on your machine whatever you have on there will come up. So if you write on your machine and you want to transfer it, like say you're doing a test or you did some practice and you want to put it on there, you would push append and whatever is on your writer would come up. But we don't want to do that if we're in a job and we don't want to overwrite and whatever. Okay. So now we are hooked up. To do that, I don't know. Okay. So what we're going to do is make our job dictionary. We have nothing in it right now. And there's two ways that we can go about it, okay? We can do our strokes at the front. Okay, so that's an old one. I must have put that in my job or my personal dictionary because it shouldn't be like that. So we're going to, I did my SNAO, you can see over here, for my speaker, my first speaker, and then I did my other one for the defense attorney. Usually in my court, the state is on the left, defense is on the right. So I'm going to make this my district attorney, call him Mr. Brown, and it's going to know that that's my attorney 1. Attorney 2 is going to be Mr. Smith, so that's the defendant's attorney. Okay, the defendant, we're going to push Control J. See, that pops up as my J defined, so that's my job. If it says D, that is your personal dictionary. We don't want, David Kelly. We can link David Kelly, but we don't want him in our personal. It's just for this job. So we're going to do that. Oh, I did Mr. Green or Mr. G by default. I'm going to do Mr. B for Mr. Brown. Sorry, I wanted to do that. We'll do it anyways. Okay, and say Mr. Brown's name is Jerry Brown or James Brown. So I'm going to do my JOIG. I do name system, JOIG, DOIG, GOIG, Roy, and all of those. So say it's Roy Jean, nor we know how it's spelled. All those. Let's see, Gary, Jean. All those. Okay. Let's see. Miss Thompson. So I'm gonna say, oh, I did it, yes. Okay, well whatever. Go with Miss Smith. Okay, so that's how I do those in the front end. If we want to do it at the back end, see, we can see those in there. If we want to do it at the back end, all we have to do is insert. Okay, and then let's see, Mr. G. Make that Mr. G. Or so that's two ways to do it. It doesn't matter. If you're not on real time, you can do it this way. If you have your machine hooked up, you can do it that way, and it's just as easy. So I'm going to say case, and then I'm going to define as case number, CB. I'll just make one up. I usually do the full case because that's how my judge says it. If you're a judge or whoever you work for, so it's CF 2626, you write it like that. I do it, I just stroke it out or I type it like that. And there's, you can always fix it later, but I do define it in my job with it written out like that.